Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope all of you are doing well. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Rob Schneider film Big Stan. Stars Rob Schneider, of course. You have David Carradine, Jennifer Morrison, you have Scott Wilson. Basically, Stan, played by Rob Schneider, he is conning senior citizens out of their retirement. Of course, he gets caught and he is sent to prison. But before he goes to do his prison sentence, he knows that if he goes in the condition that he's in, he'll be popular and, basically he'll be thrown around and things like that. So he decides to get help from the master, played by David Carradine, and trains and learns all the martial arts and things like that, so that when Stan does go to do his sentence, he will be this pretty much badass machine, is the best term I can put it. And when he does, he pretty much owns everybody, the best way to put it. His bunkmate, I will say, is played by the actor who played the grandfather in the Luck of the Irish Disney film. It was pretty interesting to see him in this, and definitely different to see. And throughout the film, you have the warden, played by Scott Wilson, who has kind of his own plans and he wants to get the help from Stan, but there's also something else going on. I'm not going to give away too much for those who have not seen it, but it's a pretty entertaining Rob Schneider film. Now, I like Deuce Bigalow, Male Gigolo. I like Deuce Bigalow, European Gigolo, Hot Chick, and The Animal. Those are great Rob Schneider films, and I feel like this one is definitely in that mix of those other films. And I would say if you look at Rob Schneider's films, those are pretty much it. Those are pretty much the best ones. He would do another one not too long after this. I believe it was called like The Chosen One. It was not all that great. I was very disappointed when that came out. I thought it was going to be something a little bit better, but it just wasn't good, and it's definitely one I would not recommend. But this one, Big Stan, I would definitely recommend if you're a fan of Rob Schneider. I mean, I grew up during the time that he was on SNL. He was that whole lineup was my favorite. You had Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, Phil Hartman, Mike Myers, Dana Carvey. I mean, the list just goes on and on. And there's a few other recognizable faces in this film. Jennifer Morrison, who's well known for being in the show House. She went on to be the main lead in ABC's Once Upon a Time. She plays the wife to Rob Schneider, and she's great. It's always great to see her do other things before she ended up doing, two great TV shows. She was in Grind, which is another one I like, and I believe she was in the film 100 Women, which I haven't seen in years, but she's completely different in this, and she looks a little different. So at first I didn't recognize her until I had to rewatch the film. But yeah, definitely a great Rob Schneider film in my personal opinion, and definitely one that I would recommend. So for those of you who have not seen Big Stan, I will put the link to the trailer down in the description below, and I will also put the IMDb page down in the description below as well, so that way you guys can get all the information you need on the film, who else is in it, and things like that. Now, the Blu-ray itself does include special features. We get a audio commentary with Rob Schneider and a few other people. And then we get a couple featurettes. So, very limited in the way of special features, but we get something. At least it's not a bare bones release. But with that being said, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this review of Big Stan. Definitely a personal favorite. And with that being said, I am Film Talk with Mike, and until next time, guys, we'll talk films.